Well, good morning. It's February 14th, 2022. It's Valentine's Day, and I'm on my way into the day job. And last week was a great week as far as being able to replace some of the income from the secondary source of income. Running during the day, shutting down the office, and doing some extra work in order to make sure that we met all of our clients' needs as well as night work. And Jim did a phenomenal thing on the weekend as well. He covered a couple of jobs for me so that I had the ability to be able to spend time with family throughout the weekend. And he called me right as the Super Bowl was starting and said that we had a job, and he stepped up to the plate and took care of that, and I thank him for that. And we're not going to be doing any secondary income for the second source of income today. We're going to wait for the Waste Management Open to start tearing down everything and start getting the streets back to normal. And hopefully Tuesday we'll be back up and running throughout the rest of the week to start having funds go back into the brokerage account. Tracy and I were goofing around on the back patio and kind of lovingly pushing each other around, with our knees, and she dropped her phone, and lo and behold, she cracked her screen. And we didn't know if we had insurance, but I checked the Verizon bill, and sure enough, we had insurance. So it was a nice feeling to be able to just give her the Schwab debit card and pay the $250 in order to be able to get her another phone and get back up and running. So that was a good feeling. I think it was a bit of a surprise to her, that it was just taken care of. But that's the beauty of having those additional funds inside of the brokerage account and having easy access to those funds. Also, for Erin's playdate this weekend, her and I went out shopping on Friday night and got a bunch of stuffed animals and whatnot for Valentine's Day to give to some of her friends. And when they came over, and that was a bit of a surprise to them as well. And I think that she enjoyed that. No tablet, just some daddy-daughter time, and got to put together those little packages for everybody, and also got Erin some stuff for Valentine's as well. And of course, I did something for Tracy. I did a very large poster board with a bunch of hashtags all over it, and did a bunch of her favorite candy as far as Reese's Pieces, Reese's Peanut Butter Cups and Kit Kats, and she goes by the nickname of Tiger, and put all that together for her and gave that to her because there's no way that I would be able to store that with the dogs in the house wanting to get at all that chocolate and whatnot. So we celebrated Valentine's Day a little bit early. We'll see. I doubt that they did anything for me tonight, but we'll see if they did anything special for me. And let's get on track as far as the Once Invested document. We managed to accomplish all of the hyperlinks going to the action items in the appendix and all of the returning hyperlinks back to the individual sections, and that was a great accomplishment. I am noticing that we probably need to expand this from maybe not necessarily chapters, but we need to break this down further into some quantifiable categories, especially in fundamentals and technicals and some of the steps that need to be taken. And unfortunately, that's like a massive task, and so it's going to take reading some of these different sections and probably creating more sections, more hyperlinks and all that type of stuff. But I think once we are able to break that down into step-by-step actionable items, it'll really help us in our daily routine and our paper trading, which is what we're ultimately looking to do. So it's going to be a huge task, and it's going to take a lot of grinding as far as what needs to be done, but it's also something that I'm really willing to do. So, even though it's a huge mountain to climb, I'm looking forward to that. So as far as a message for Valentine's Day, traffic's going down to one lane. As far as Valentine's Day, I hope that each one of you did something special for your loved ones. It's a great time to come out of your shell, to be romantic, to do something for your kids, for your significant others. It's Ryan and his girlfriend's, baby's first Valentine's Day, which obviously the baby's not going to know anything about it, but it's just that special time to go do something special for those that you care about, so much. And what you really recognize is the value of time, and it's a way of expressing to those that you care most about, just how much you really do care about them. And so I would really encourage you to tap into that. I shared with Brianna what I did with Tracy, and she gave me some kudos and loves the special thought that I put into that and whatnot. So hopefully you're doing the same. So I'm hoping that this week will be a lot slower, and that's, I'm guessing, going to be due to the fact that the Waste Management Open is over, and hopefully that means that I'll be able to jump in and work on some of this stuff, because I've really let the finances kind of go down as far as my daily routine. I've got a whole week's worth of transactions that I need to enter into Quicken, and that's the downside. And behind, the positive side is we got through Erin's birthday, getting stuff for her friends, and Valentine's Day, and I've already bought something for Tracy as far as our anniversary. So now we should be back on track to being able to pile up cash inside of the brokerage account. But most of the day will be taken to write our Quicken account, our Quicken file, and get all those transactions entered in. And so that's the number one priority. Both the credit cards have been paid, so we're also on track for that, and this next paycheck for the day job should be substantial, and hopefully those funds can be thrown into some emergency funds so that we can have that as a cash reserve instead of having to tap into the brokerage account like we have. And at any rate, that's where we're at. So I'm almost to work. I'm going to end this for now, and again, happy Valentine's to all of you. My Valentine's to you is obviously everything that I'm doing right now. I love you all. I wish I could spend more time with each of you, but I think that'll come in later years. So happy Valentine's to each of you, and to your loved ones, and to all the grandkids. Bye for now.